Dallas Cowboys training camp update. With CeeDee Lamb out, a tight end is seizing the moment and making waves. Who's stepping up and making a strong case for a key role? Tune in as we analyze this player's performance and what it means for the Cowboys' offense. Don't miss out, subscribe and turn on notifications for all the latest training camp news and updates. Hey there, Cowboys Nation! Welcome to Dallas Cowboys Fan, your ultimate destination for all things America's team. Whether you bleed blue and silver or are just starting to catch Cowboys fever, this is the place. If you are a diehard fan, please make sure to subscribe for more latest news and updates of your favorite team. As many of you know, star wide receiver CeeDee Lamb has been absent from team activities. The details are still murky, but sources close to the team suggest it's related to ongoing contract negotiations. While this is certainly a concern for fans and coaches alike, it's also created an unexpected opportunity for other players to step up and shine. And boy, has one player in particular seized that opportunity. I'm talking about none other than our tight end sensation, Jake Ferguson. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Jake who? Well, folks, by the end of this video, I guarantee you'll be singing a different tune. Ferguson, a fourth-round pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, has been quietly developing his skills over the past 2 seasons. He's shown flashes of brilliance, but with the spotlight firmly fixed on players like Lamb and Tony Pollard, it's been easy to overlook his contributions. But not anymore. With Lamb's absence creating a void in the passing game, Ferguson has stepped up in a big way. And let me tell you, he's turning heads left and right. Let's break down what we've been seeing from Ferguson in camp so far. First and foremost, his route running has improved dramatically. He's showing a level of precision and timing that you rarely see from tight ends, let alone ones with relatively limited NFL experience. Watch how he sets up defenders here. That subtle head fake, the quick burst off the line, it's textbook stuff. But what really impresses me is his ability to find the soft spots in zone coverage. He's consistently presenting himself as an open target for Dak Prescott, and that kind of reliability is gold for a quarterback. Speaking of Prescott, let's talk about the chemistry that's developing between these two. It's clear that Dak is gaining confidence in Ferguson with each passing day. We're seeing more targets, more complex routes, and more trust in high-pressure situations. Prescott himself had this to say about Ferguson's development: Jake's really come into his own this offseason. His work ethic is off the charts, and it's showing on the field. He's making plays that make my job a whole lot easier. McCarthy told reporters, Jake's development has been a bright spot in camp. He's always had the physical tools, but now we're seeing the mental side of his game catch up. His understanding of our offense and his role within it has taken a huge leap forward. Now, I know what some of you skeptics out there might be thinking. It's just training camp. Let's see him do it when the games actually count. And you're not wrong to be cautious. We've all seen players who look like world beaters in August, only to disappear when September rolls around. First, let's look at his physical attributes. At 6'5" and 244 pounds, Ferguson has prototypical size for an NFL tight end. But what sets him apart is his athleticism. He's got the speed to stretch the field vertically and the agility to make defenders miss in the open field. Look at this play from last season. Ferguson catches a short pass, makes 2 defenders miss, and turns what should have been a 5-yard gain into a 25-yard touchdown. That's the kind of playmaking ability that can transform an offense. But it's not just about physical gifts. Ferguson's mental approach to the game has taken a huge leap forward. Let's hear from tight ends Coach Linda Wells on this topic. That combination of physical talent and mental acuity is what has me so excited about Ferguson's potential. But there's one more factor that I think is crucial to his emergence opportunity. With CeeDee Lamb's absence, there's a significant void in the Cowboys' passing game. Last season, Lamb accounted for 135 targets, 1,749 yards, and 12 touchdowns. That's a lot of production that needs to be replaced, at least in the short term. Now, I'm not suggesting that Ferguson is going to put up CeeDee Lamb numbers. That would be unrealistic. But what we are seeing is a redistribution of targets in the offense, and Ferguson is positioning himself to be a major beneficiary. In team drills, we're seeing Ferguson targeted on a variety of routes, quick outs, seam routes, even some deep posts. The coaching staff is clearly experimenting with ways to get him involved in the offense, and he's responding by making plays. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. What happens when CeeDee Lamb returns? It's a fair question, and one that I'm sure is on the minds of many Cowboys fans. The beauty of Ferguson's emergence is that it gives the Cowboys more options, not fewer. Imagine an offensive set with Lamb and Brandon Cooks stretching the field vertically, Michael Gallup working the intermediate routes, and Ferguson finding the soft spots in the defense. That's a nightmare for opposing coordinators to game plan against. Add in Tony Pollard's ability to catch passes out of the backfield, and you've got an offense that can attack defenses from every angle. Ferguson's development doesn't take away from what Lamb brings to the table, it complements it. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. For now, the focus is on Ferguson continuing to build on his strong start to camp. And that brings us to an interesting point of discussion: expectations. High praise indeed from one of the greatest to ever play the position. But as Witten points out, Ferguson's impact goes beyond just catching passes. His ability as a blocker shouldn't be overlooked. In team drills, we've seen Ferguson hold his own against the likes of Micah Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence. That's no small feat. His improvement as a blocker gives the Cowboys more flexibility in their running game and pass protection schemes. Last season, the Cowboys ranked 9th in the NFL in total offense, averaging 354.9 yards per game. But they were just 14th in red zone efficiency, scoring touchdowns on 54.55% of their trips inside the 20-yard line. This is an area where Ferguson could make a significant impact. His size and catching radius make him an ideal red zone target, potentially boosting the Cowboys' efficiency in this crucial area of the field. As training camp continues and we move into the preseason, all eyes will be on Ferguson to see if he can maintain this momentum. The real test, of course, will come when the regular season kicks off. But one thing is clear: Jake Ferguson is no longer flying under the radar. He's put the league on notice, and Cowboys fans have every reason to be excited about what he brings to the table. So, Cowboys Nation, what do you think? Are you buying the Jake Ferguson hype? Do you think he can be the weapon that takes this offense to the next level? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the Star Report for all your Dallas Cowboys news and analysis. Until next time, keep that star shining bright.